Hey, how's it going, everyone? My name is Phil Lichtenberger, and this is another Ask Scanner School session. We are broadcasting you live from our YouTube channel, our Facebook group, our Twitter feed, and also Instagram. And if you guys give me 1 second here to finish up something that I forgot to do, we're also going to be streaming over to our brand new Discord server. So while I'm talking to you right now, I'm going through my introduction with you. I am frantically trying to set up our Discord server, and we should be, let's see, up, and is it gonna work? The preview does not seem to be working over here, but if you guys want to join us over on Discord, you can do so by going to scannerschool.com/discord and setting that up as well and getting an account over there. So I am now going to jump into our live video on Discord. I'm going to share my video, and we are going to set the camera to that, and it should start any second now. I see we got a couple guys over there testing us out as well. So again, welcome. This is something we do on the first Tuesday of every month. This is where I come on to multiple social media platforms and answer your scanner radio related questions. So if you have a question for me and you're watching this live, I want to say that you can go ahead and just go right into it in the chat and just ask your question away. If you're watching this over on Discord, same deal. You're going to have to go over to a social media platform. Right now, Discord is only for video. And if you're catching us on a replay, that's great too. It's glad to see that you are you're following up after the fact. And if you want to leave me a question down below in the comments, I will I'll pick up your comments later on and then respond to them as well. So let me go ahead and swap over to our chat box over here so we can all be part of the conversation that is going on tonight. And let me see, we got that as well. Also want to say welcome and hello to everybody who's over in our Zoom session. Our Patreon extra credit members and above are over on our Zoom platform right now as well. So I think we've hit 5, right? We hit 5 platforms right now. So let me do this again. We got YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Discord, and also Zoom. So that's 6 platforms we're streaming to right now. So this is a good one. We'll see how well my computer holds up on it. I'm looking forward to picking up something new for myself on Black Friday. So let me go over and find what happened to my chat client, which is over here now. Very good. I got this over here. We are going to close this out here, and we're going to go with our first one that came in. Ray, good to see you, Ray. And you said the Discord video works. Thank you, Ray, for verifying that's going on there. Over in our Zoom, we've got Arthur over there saying hello. How you doing, Arthur? Good to see you in there. John's coming in. And let's see. John, are you still struggling with that New Jersey system, right, that we've been talking about for the last couple of months? So you say you've got the P25 system phase 2, all control channels have nothing but noise on the system is 13 miles away. So all control channels of nothing but noise. You're 13 miles away. So that could be that you're just not picking them up anymore if it's nothing but noise on all the control channels. So you are going to have to either invest in a better antenna. I think we talked about a Yagi antenna for you or something like that. But you're saying that it works well when you travel into the county. So I think we've kind of established that we've got an issue where you're either just too far away or the system is set up to point internally into the county and not radiate outside of the county a little bit. So that might be it as well going on there. But let me know if it's still the same system that we've been talking about in the yeah, it is, right? So you're Bergen and you're still the Hudson County. So you're still struggling to get to Hudson County. Yeah, I mean, this might just be something that's going to be an issue until you can get either a Yagi antenna or I don't know. I'm not really too familiar with the terrain. It could be something as far as the terrain that's knocking that out for you as well, and that. So you guys over on if you guys are watching over on Discord, are you able to hear me? That's another question I have. Let me see if I can get my Discord up and running and make sure I've got my microphone going. Is this video disconnect noise suppression? Live video. Yeah, I guess the only thing you guys go over there on Discord is the fact that you've got me backwards over there, right? The screen might be a little bit swapped around. So, all right, going on to the next question. We got Daddy Diggs, I guess is the way you'd pronounce it. It says, my county sheriff has gone into full-time encryption, with DE. Wondering if you can get an XTS 5500R and be able to listen to them, since that's the radios they are equipped with. The only way you're going to be able to do that is if you have the encryption code. There's no other way to do it. You would actually basically have to know what the code or codes are, because don't forget, they can pick any code that's loaded into the radio at any time. They could also roll the codes, zap any radios they want to as well. So basically, what we're looking at here is a situation where they've encrypted. They're only allowing known subscribers onto the system. You can consider this as being somewhere as being hacking into a federal computer system, and they were actually a group of people who were in the Midwest. I want to say they were in Chicago or Ohio, that got themselves into a lot of trouble by having Motorola radios with the encryption keys in them on the statewide system. So my advice to you is to not even bother. You are just looking for trouble if you are trying to get onto a system that you do not have any permission to be on. So that's just what we're going to leave it as that. Dave is checking on Facebook. How you doing, Dave? Ray is asking, let's see, are there any antennas that are better, the same size as a rubber ducky for the BC125AT? The old one is chewed up. There are a lot of antennas to choose from, Ray, that you can pick from. What I would look for are antennas that maybe have a sweet spot for what it is that you are looking to pick up. So if you're looking to monitor railroads or aviation or anything in the VHF range, pick up an antenna that is made for VHF. If you're looking to pick up something that's in the 800 band, look for an antenna that will be cut for the 800 band. There's nothing wrong with having multiple antennas and taking one off and putting another one on if you are changing what it is you're listening to. However, if you're going to have the scanner running and it's bouncing all over between different frequencies, then at that point, yes, you're going to want to have an antenna that is going to be an equal opportunity offender, so to speak. An antenna that is going to work across several bands. So you're going to have plenty of antennas to take a look at. If you want to take a look at a couple, we can go over to ScannerMaster's website. Again, I am an affiliate with ScannerMaster, and we could, if you go to scannerschool.com/ScannerMaster, that would be our affiliate to go over there as well. So let's take a look over and see what we can find over there and see if we have any options for you or any suggestions. So let me just bring up my Safari. Actually, my Safari is already up. And let me just bring up a web page here, and then we will swap over. Let's see if it loads up. There we go. All right, and let's do this. Where did my OBS go? I need multiple screens at this point. We got a lot going on. So let me transition. Let me swap. Boom, boom, boom. All right, so here we are on the ScannerMaster website. We come over to antennas. We can go to portable antennas. And, of course, we can go to our portable wideband favorites. So let's see. A telescoping antenna is not something you're looking for. You want a rubber duck antenna. Let's see. Out of stock. Remtronics portable tri-band antenna, which has a, let's see, BNC on it. This would be something that you could take a look at here. $30. This would be pretty good. I have used Remtronics antennas in the past. I use a Remtronics antenna on my SDS 200. I really do like the Remtronics antenna. Let's see what else they've also got here. An Austin antenna, an Austin Condor is out of stock. It's a bit pricey though. Yeah, these are a bit pricey over here. So you can go with one of these. Another option that you can take a look at is a diamond antenna. Antennas are what I like to use, and again, we can get these over at hamradio.com or Gigaparts or anything like that. And if we go over to products and we look at HT antennas, and we can look at these BNCs. So this RH3 is a real tiny antenna. This thing is really small, really flexible. The RH75 is one that I like, But my favorite one that they have here is this RC77CA. This is definitely an armpit poker. It is a very, very big antenna. I don't have one on my desk right now. I actually have it in a thing over there. But this is a big antenna. It will poke you if you wear it on your belt. It will poke you in the back of or under your armpits. 15 inches long. Love this antenna. It works really well, and I own several of these antennas. I do own the SMA version of this one here. This is the RH519. In fact, I have that one on my 436. I've got that right here on this antenna. You can see it's really, really nice and flexible. And then what else do we have here as an option? We have the RH. I wouldn't recommend the RH3. It's not going to do anything. So relative gain is -2 dB. You don't want anything that's -2 dB. So that's just not going to do you any favors. You'd be better off with the standard antenna that came with it. Let's just look really quick again at HT antennas over here. There is another one I was looking at for you. Maybe they don't make it for this one. Flexible. Maybe it's this one here. Nope, not that one, not that one. This one's pretty cool. This one is really flexible. I've got one on my Linko. Let me see if I can grab it here. Make sure my chair didn't roll away from underneath me either. But if you guys can see, let me get back to OBS over here for you so you can see me better. And let me transition. So this is the antenna we're just looking at here on the screen. You can see how nice and flexible it is. This thing will do pretty good. And this one is let's see, 6 watts. There's no gain setting on it, but it looks like it will do 2 meters, 70 centimeters, 450, 800, 1900. So it's a nice little antenna. Again, this is on this one here, it's a reverse SMA, but on this one it's the RHF10 would be a good one with BNC. They make it with an SMA and reverse SMA. All right, let's go to some more questions. Let's see what else we got going on here too. Over in Zoom, can't forget you guys. We've got Greg is clarifying. Yes, those fellows that were in a world of hurt from going on to an encrypted system. They were in northern Ohio. I think one guy even fled down to Florida and then eventually got caught. Kenneth saying maybe new governor there in Virginia. Yeah, a couple places. We'll see what happens in Jersey. And then Arthur saying, awesome antenna, you have it on your Yaesu. Ooh, jealous of you. How do you like that FT5DR? And which antenna, Arthur, are you talking about on that one? We talked about a couple of antennas now, but curious how you like that FT5DR. I've been looking at that one, but I don't even use my FT70D enough to justify it. But we'll see. We'll see. I'm actually picking up a hotspot soon too, so we'll play around with that. Radio of my choice these days. I don't know where it went. I have a MD. There it is. Can't get it out of the charger. I've been playing around with this guy. It's an MD380 with DMR, so we've been playing around with this recently as well. Let's see, the Diamond SR77CA. Yeah, that's a great antenna. Love it. Let's see, going on to more questions. Todd saying, joining in Edgemont, South Dakota. Good to have you on. Kenneth's chiming in again. Yeah, you won't be able to listen to anything encrypted regardless of the radio. Yeah, and again, I wouldn't even recommend it. John is also following up on his thing, but yeah, you got to look more into a Yagi or something like that. It just may not work really well for you. Let's see. We've got Engine 7 Photography. How exactly does the GPS work on the 9.6? What hardware do I need to have to buy to make it work? And does the 436 have the same function? And we got Brandon coming in saying the video and audio is constantly freezing on Zoom and Discord. Has no audio, so you're just watching on YouTube. Is anybody else having a problem, or does it just seem like it's on Brandon's end? Because if it's something that's going on my side with too much going on, I will definitely jettison the Discord, because I think we played around with that enough to see if it would work or not. Let's see how many people we got over here on Discord. I even lost the channel. It looks like nobody's there now except for me. Excellent. Why is this 25? Why does it say 25 next to it? What does that mean? I mean, one there. All right. That's why. Okay, guys. Live event. We're gonna close this out. All right. Interesting. Always playing with something new. That's what we do here. So how exactly does it work? That's a great question. So let me just go over here to radio reference, and we'll take a look at this here. So you would need a GPS to get started, first of all, and Vid's choppy on Zoom. Yeah, it might just be too much going on with the horsepower. You know what? Let me just kill Discord. We've played around with that, and we'll quit the Discord and see if it cleans anything else out. And while we're at it, let me... Come on. Go away, Discord. I think now I just froze everything. Get rid of Asana. Trying to shed some of the apps that take up some of the the problems. All right, and then let's go back to OBS and let's change screens. So you will need engine. You will need the GPS puck that is sold for the Uniden radios. It's the same type of function that the 436 would have. And what basically happens is, for example, I'm just going to come down here into Long Island because I'm familiar with it. We'll go into Suffolk County, and let's take a look at the Suffolk County P25 system, and we will look at the licensing here. So let's take a look at, say, the 700 simulcast system. And we can see there's a giant circle around this area here. So what's going to happen is if, say, we're driving from this road here and heading west and through this circle and then back out again, what's going to happen is that if our range on our scanner is set to 0, that means as soon as we hit this red line, it will unlock this site on our trunk system and allow us to monitor it. And as we're driving through this entire area here, it will be unlocked basically. Once we cross over the red circle and leave that zone, what's going to happen is it will then take it off the scan list. However, if we have a 5-mile circle around us, that means that when we're 5 miles away from this zone, that's when it's going to turn on. And then when we're 5 miles away from this zone, that's when it will turn off. So again, if we look at, for another example, we look at this Huntington area here, right? If we're down south here and we're playing around with GPS, this site would never turn on. In fact, this site's way too big. This Huntington site should be really small. But that's kind of, and again, too, the Montauk site here. So if we're listening and we're using GPS and we're all the way out here, this Montauk site would never come on until we got all the way out to the east end of Long Island. In a nutshell, in a really brief explanation, that is how GPS scanning will work. So hope that really answers your question. Starcom is what Ray is saying. I guess Starcom, it's a 900 megahertz system. So, yeah, you can get the RC77CA is what you got. All right, so you can get another one of those or try out some of the other ones that we had talked about earlier as well. We got Joe from Harrison, New York. Good to have you on, Joe. And let's see, Todd's chiming in that he's got the RC77CA, the SMA version. He loves it on the 396 and the 436, and also works good on the Baofeng UV3R, UV3 or the UV5R. Yeah, it works okay. Toenails on Toast, really crunchy breakfast, is talking about his socks. So good. Good evening to you. John's asking, does a disc cone antenna cause problems for 800 megahertz? No, it will receive 800 megahertz, Joe, but it's omnidirectional, meaning that it will receive in all different directions, not one particular direction. So if you really need to concentrate your reception to a particular direction, you're going to want to have something that has directivity like a Yagi antenna. Let's see. We got Kenneth's coming in. The Zoom video is freezing. Yeah, well, hopefully next month we don't have that problem anymore. I'm waiting for Black Friday to pick up a new Mac. This one is a 2017, and it is definitely starting to show its age. The more I do the live video stuff, the more it's bogging down. So I am looking forward to upgrading the computer in just a couple of weeks. Let's see. We've got Daddy is chiming in some more. Let's see. We got, let's see what he writes here. I was 14 years old when he first discovered scanners and became a new hobby. He was in his garage and he found a Uniden SC150 Sport Cat from '94, which it was his dad's, and he used it when he was in his 20s and listened to phone conversations on the 400 megahertz band. And that was before the FCC made it legal. Now they communicate on 2 gigahertz band. He's 16 now, filling the stands, Avco Digital Systems, LTR, DMAR, EDAX, ETC, and bought the Uniden BCD 325P2. Listen to Ohio Marks Phase 2, Phase 1 system. Nice job. Yeah, about the same age I got involved with it, about when I got my first scan, about 12 years or so. Things were slightly different back then, but yeah, the SC150, great radio, get you started, was enough to get you listening to aviation and railroads, Marines, anything in the VHF band and UHF public safety. And of course, now that you've upgraded into the 325P2, really nice upgrade from that radio, world of difference. And yeah, LTR, definitely a unique system. Get used to using that. Learn how to use it now before it goes away, because that's going to be the next thing to disappear. We just lost EDAX where I live, and LTR is on its way out. Andrew's asking the SDS 100 question. If you change your screen to a white background, will that affect the battery life instead of using a black background? That's the default. You know, I'm not exactly sure how much the background will change the battery life on it. I've never experimented with it, but what I do know is that if you press and hold, first you press function, and I think then you press and hold the 9 button, which is this display button, it will toggle from the all white background to the all black background, and then back to your custom background. Let me see if I can remember the exact steps on how to do that. Let me see. I'm surprised this radio still has a charged battery, to be honest with you. So I have got, let me see where I got you guys now. So I've got it in orange mode. I like it in orange mode. It reminds me a lot of Uniden's radios, right? It's the orange Bearcat background. So if I do, let's see, function, press and hold 9. Let's see. No, it's not going to do it here. Let's see, nothing to scan. Set scan selection. Let's do hold. I don't know why it's just doing this now. Let's see, set scan, select all this on. Let's just do that. And of course, mine's loading up everything under the sun. So we got another question while we got it in here. Yeah, Daddy's also saying, speaking of the SDS 100, he'd like to get one within the next year and to sell his 325P2. Yeah, it'd be a nice upgrade to do that. That's for sure. So I'm going to just do this function and then press and hold 9. There we go. Function, press and hold 9. Now changes it to the black with the white. And then if I do function and then press and hold 9, it goes white, and then press and hold 9. Come on. Then we go back to the standard. So there's a little shortcut key for you. But yeah, I like the Uniden Amber. That's my my setup over here. Very simple. I know a lot of people like to have different colors and different rainbow effects, but that's what a lot of people like to do. Replying also, let's see. Somebody replied to Andrew. I can't tell who it was, but it's what you use to make like an APX portable that you can't afford. Yeah, with the different color backgrounds, I understand. Yeah. It's the nice thing too about the SDS 100 is just how you can customize it and get it set up and get it working for you as well. So that's always fun to do. So before we run out of here, though, we still got a couple minutes here. So keep bringing in your questions while we just do this real quick. I want to do a little bit of housekeeping before we go. I just want to take a quick minute here to recognize and thank my Patreon supporters for all the help that they've been giving me. And again, if you want to be a Patreon supporter, you go to scannerschool.com/Patreon. And in fact, when we're done with this live Q&A session, we're going to go over to Zoom with just our Patreon $5 a month memberships. That's our extra credit club, and anybody who's higher than extra credit. And we're going to do about another hour of talking. We call it the round table, right? We all kind of just have a discussion, and we talk about anything from radios, amateur radio, ham radio, same thing. But monitoring, scanning, this, that, and the other thing. So we'll probably have a little bit of election coverage tonight as well. And there's a lot going on. Terry is in from Australia. And he says, is there a smart cookie out there that can write third-party software for an ICOM ICR30 so it can receive DMR and other modes? Let's take a quick look at this, Terry, and let's see if this will do it. Let's see. Where did OBS go? I really got to get another screen on here as well. Safari, transition. There we go. So I am on the Butel website. Of course, I am also a Butel affiliate. So if you need Butel software, you go to scannerschool.com/Butel, and that will take you right to Butel's website, and we'll get credit for the sale. So let's see what we got here. We are on the Butel website. I think I picked the wrong one. Let me pick US because we'll just go over here to ICOM. Do they have an ICOM? No, they do not do the ICR30. No, here it is right here. ICOM 30. ARC 30. Will it do DMR? Because this is on my wish list right now. And if I've got some spare coin at the end of the year, I am picking myself up one of these as a gift to myself. So, because I love me that much. Let's see. Will it do DMR? It should, right? I mean, if you program it there, but DPMR, I mean, I know it's the same as DMR, but if the mode is set up in here and you've got it set up, I would think it would work. But you can definitely download a demo of this, try it out, see if it works. If you like the software and you would like to purchase it and you want to give me a hand, you can go to scannerschool.com/Butel, Butel, and see if it works. But yeah, one of these are definitely on my radar. In fact, I just picked up the other day a ICOM ICR20, and really got to get that set up as well. I know Butel's got software for that. I just need to make sure that the cable I have will actually talk to this radio. But yeah, I got too many toys. But let me know. I'm curious. Let me know if this software works for you, and we'll actually program it out so that it will actually work. Let's see what we got on here as well. Jeff was saying that the video is choppy on Zoom, audio's fine. And let's see, Ken's also saying the FT5D is on the radar, and the R30 is a nice radio, and you found the standard VR160 shipping again from Japan. You like that radio. See, I just looked right for the, I went right over that one. In fact, the radio, yeah, here it is. I just got the VX3 instead. Love this. This is one of those little radios that I'm trying to see what screen I'm on right here before we split. Which screen am I on here? Here we go. This is nice little radio. Like this guy. Oh, this one's got one of the little. Didn't even realize that it's got one of them flexible antennas on it as well. This was the SMA version, but I like this one. And again, I in an upcoming podcast episode that I haven't released yet. It's going to come out later this month. I complain about something that a lot of these radios have, and something that this little radio has before we leave is one of the reasons why I love this radio. Double A's. Yes, this radio takes a proprietary battery pack, but it also allows you to swap out that battery pack and throw on double A's. I'm looking at you, Uniden, and your SDS 100. Why there isn't, or I haven't found. Somebody please tell me that somebody is making a battery pack for this radio that will support double A's. I don't like proprietary lithium-ion battery packs. All right, guys. So with that, for everybody who was watching us live tonight, I want to thank you very much. Everybody who caught us on the replay, thanks again for catching us on the replay. Again, make sure that you subscribe to the podcast, subscribe to our YouTube channel, and also check us out over on Discord. Again, it is scannerschool.com/Discord. That's where we are chatting these days, and there's a lot of activity moving on over there right now, and we hope to see you over there. So with that, give me a second, guys, over on Patreon to tear everything down over here. For everybody else who caught us over on YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram, I want to say thanks again for watching. We will catch you all again next month.